What the hell is this?
I'm not sure how to answer that. Hey everyone, welcome back.
What up?
All right. So who remembers where we left off?
We left off freaking don't drill the freaking hole or else a graboid will eat you.
Got it.
Yes, so you guys were on the...
Most of the party members were on the mining rig. And every time we went to drill, Tavar's little neck hair stood up and he was like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And some graboids were going to do some stuff. Brian was evading from capture and running like a madman. And Snake got himself arrested by turning himself in.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I might be.
So the last thing that you guys on the drilling rig were doing was reconfiguring the sensors for organic life as opposed to the corium that you were looking for.
Is this a carbon or a silicone-based life form?
Suppose we'll find out.
So it takes a couple of hours to reconfigure the sensors, but you guys do complete that. And what's your...
We saved the config file for the previous version in order to find chromium.
Okay, good plan.
No, I'm just saying, redundancy, bunch of IT dudes in here. We made the backup first.
Brother and sister.
I just want to specify that so we don't have to reconfigure and rebuild fucking everything from scratch.
Correct.
Good plan. So you've got the sensors reconfigured. Are you... Are you setting the sensors to any other specifications, or are you using all the same specifications just for the organic life as opposed to the corium?
I would hopefully, instead of my thinking of it is this thing does more of a broader scan. I would narrow it down closer to
fire that bitch off like a what's that, sonogram? Oh, damn.
Nearly as broad as wide scaling, but close big is.
Uh-oh.
Coronavirus got his internet.
Yeah.
Back? Yes.
Yes.
Be gone.
Okay. So instead of the broad scan that it does, the large area, I would keep it closer to the rig, since the rig seems to be drawing it closer. So that might make it a little bit more powerful, or maybe more deeper penetrating into the surface of the ice.
How deep are you sending the signal?
Deep.
I'll bottom that bitch out.
You want to know how deep?
All the way.
Sorry.
I don't believe I have an estimate of where whatever was down there was. We were operating off of the precog, and Tavor telling us, hey, that's messed up. Don't do that. Don't press that button. Stop it.
So
I did give you a size reference, though.
Yeah. So I would probably say size-wise would be maybe 20% plus or minus.
So let me give you kind of a visual of what kind of display you're looking at. On a naval ship, you have the sonar array, the like swinging clock, and as it sends out the ping, it gets that response back.
Okay.
That's pretty much the same kind of display that is being used in this drilling rig.
Or something like that instead of like fish finder-esque.
Right.
Okay.
So they could see the corium, and they basically maneuvered so they were over where that was on that display, and that's when they were going to drill down.
Okay.
There's other than it's below the ice and somewhere in that between, okay, come on, geology.
Between the crust and the mantle?
The liquid core and the
magma.
Yeah, so above the magma
mantle.
Yeah, so it's somewhere in the mantle, but
okay.
it could be, miles of. So,
okay.
You won't be able to get an exact depth, but
I'm not really looking for a depth. I'm more looking for perhaps getting something moving. So to identify something that's moving towards us or away from us, and rough size, and maybe increase the sweep frequency so we can get a more accurate tracking of where it is and what it's doing. That would be my thoughts on it.
Oops, if I have the right screen up there. So go ahead and give me a program roll.
Who?
So this is going to be Darius. Sue, you were helping with the programming, if I remember. So
I think I wanted to help, but since it came after, I didn't realize I had to ask before. So right. I wasn't actually helping. So okay. I don't know how to.
Okay. So what? We lost I. Crap.
So I got give me a, and then Zoom closed on me.
Okay. Give me a program roll. All right. So you send out the ping. One ping only. For those that get the reference. And when the signal comes back, you actually see 3 spots that are moving.
Fellas, we got 3.
What the fuck are they?
Incoming. I would recommend heading back in and figuring out what we do about this. Because is this mineral supposed to move?
Well, yeah, that's why it's so valuable and so hard to mine.
What are these fucking 3 things that are moving when we change it to organic matter?
We got living things under there. Moving.
Well, I think your
big.
sensors must be miscalibrated or something, because there's never been anything alive on this planet.
Just because you didn't look for it doesn't mean it didn't exist.
Well, nobody's ever seen anything out here before. But Valley, you're paying for the operation, so if you want us to head back.
How big are these things?
You can't get a size measurement from the sensor reading.
Okay.
I tell you what, if this rig gets destroyed, I get 90% of your shit when one of these fucking graboids, as Tavares described it, fucking...
You get 90% what?
The company, if a fucking living creature comes out of the ground and eats this thing. How far of a walk is it back?
Before we drill, let's get the shuttle out here. And you guys can start drilling once we're on the shuttle.
It's this big. No. I don't want to drill with the shit right here. I want to fucking capture one of these motherfuckers, because they probably eat fucking chromium or metal. Fucking whatever. There's nothing else to eat in the ice in these giant motherfuckers. What do we have for defensive things on this?
Maybe they eat drilling rigs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do we have as defensive armaments on this vessel?
The drilling rig? It has the drill.
Again, metal.
It's not set up for.
I want to drill this thing. I want to drill it so hard.
It's a drilling rig. It's not set up for defense or offense. I mean, it's just...
I'm not going to be on here when this thing starts drilling.
So what do we do if there are giant creatures that live underneath the ice that come up? Is there a history of mining vessels like getting sucked into the ice and disappearing?
Or crews going missing?
I mean... A history of it? No, there's not a history of it. There's been issues throughout the years of rigs that have disappeared and rigs that have been found abandoned. But I mean, it's mining. I mean,
is there any other rigs near us?
I mean, the teams don't really, or the companies don't really communicate and tell each other where they're...
No, I meant like while we were driving out here, did we see any other rigs nearby or pass any? I mean, can we look across the vast expanse of ice with our binoculars and pull security and fucking find some?
You saw 2.
We saw 2.
You know, out in the distance.
And they're drilling just fine.
They were drilling. I mean, again, we don't really communicate to see how well each other are doing.
Fucking let's drive out close to one.
Okay.
We're not going to drill. We're just like, we're going to pass them. But we're just going to drive out there. I want to see something.
Okay. So it's probably going to take at least 2 hours to get close to one. What's your plan?
I just want to see.
Son of a. Thank you, Platty.
Yeah, I just seen that too. When he said it, I looked. All right. Once we get out close, I want to say, okay, let's just fire up the drill like we're gonna drill and see if Tavar gets a bad feeling.
You're just driving up close to see if Tavar gets a bad feeling.
We're gonna drive up close and then fucking we'll just stop and whip the drill out and see if we're gonna drill, see if Tavar's fucking ESPN goes off. Not even look for the chromium, just fucking. While we're doing that, I would like to monitor and see if these fucking giant orbs of oh fuck under the ice are following us.
So Severus is going to stop you and say no. If we start setting up the drill that close to someone else's mining operation, that is not going to go over well.
Yeah, but if they're eaten by these giant fucking graboids and shit. Okay, as we drive over there, are these giant fucking things under the ice following us?
So you're driving towards the other mining rig, checking the sonar.
Yeah.
No, they are not following.
Okay, cool. Mark that spot on the map where we were. Fucking don't drill there. Before you drill anywhere, check the sonar. Make sure this shit is fucking, you don't have any of these giant fucking worm thingies under the fucking whatever the fuck they are. And then test the drill. Drive out fucking that way 5 miles and we'll drill out there.
So you're driving out to find somewhere that doesn't have
worms.
Okay. Are you checking? Are you?
We're watching the sonar right now.
Hold on. You have your previous config file.
Yes.
Are you switching to the other config?
Not yet.
Okay, so you're just looking for somewhere that doesn't have the worms.
Yep.
Okay. And you're just going to drill randomly?
Nope. Once we get there, then we'll go ahead. Once we find a spot where there's no fucking worms and they haven't been following us or moving, then we will save this config file, fucking load that one in 5 minutes, and then fucking scan to see if there's chromium.
Okay.
And fucking search around right there.
Right. Okay. Find a spot, and you switch over to the other config, do the sensor scan, and you find no indications of any chromium.
Oh, drive around, find chromium right out here.
Okay. So you're leaving it on the
chromium.
The chromium. Okay. It takes another hour before you get another ping of chromium.
Cool. I'm gonna load the worm one.
Spot matches.
What matches?
The spot where you detected the corium. When you switch it over to the other config file, that's where the biological is detected.
So they're just riding around on the fucking chromium. All right, I guess if we start to drill...
Or they are the chromium.
We start to drill and fucking... Tavar gets his fucking thing, then fucking I'm done with ideas.
We got the shuttle yet? Darius is looking very fidgety right now. And like he does not want to be here.
In the time that it has taken to get all this arranged, the shuttle has arrived, yes.
It's a fucking good ass name.
So yeah, the shuttle is here. So you're wanting to set up the drill again?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I need to rephrase something that I said just a minute ago. I said the biologic and the corium were in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
The biologic keeps moving, but the corium is, it's still moving, but it's much slower than the biologic. So you guys are setting up the drill. Who's helping with the positioning of the drill?
The 72 fucking workers that work on this bitch.
Right, but are any of you?
I ain't fucking helping with shit.
Nope.
After
Sorry, I think Sue and Darius both said something at the same time.
after we got in position and got the config pushed over, Darius started heading for the shuttle.
Okay.
He's like, nope, 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 nope.
I just want to get back to Leo, so
So you're
cool with
heading
this.
for the shuttle with Darius then?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Or Valley, Tavor, are you staying on the drilling rig?
I look at Valley.
I'm waiting to see if Tavar gets a bad fucking feeling.
Okay, so you guys are both staying on the drilling rig.
For now.
Okay.
I mean, they can't take off with the shuttle unless it's fucking released. Unless they're stealing it.
Deuces. No, I'm kidding.
One way or another, we will get out of this hole, okay?
Not if you're eating.
Yeah, I will. If I'd have taken that extra point in teleportation, I could have got Valley out too, but I didn't, so bye, dude.
My God says they can get me out of this, but it's pretty sure y'all are fucked.
I'm probably figuring it's Clamp. I'll just keep things prepped, you know. Should events go the way I'm expecting to, things are prepped. And I'll stay hot mic'd. Valley, keep me up to date. I am keeping the shuttle prepped. So if needs be, we can get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Give us some Oreos.
That'll keep you good.
So the techs line up the drill, and they get everything ready to go. And Severus is basically just watching you guys for any indication to stop. And he's about to hit the button, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up again, Tavor.
God damn it. I go like this.
You know what? Fuck it. I know why this is going on. Figured it out. Tavar, get on the shuttle. Leave.
I had the feeling too.
I'll see y'all back at the rear. If I'm not back by fucking couple of hours or whatever, fucking you can't reach me on comms. Fucking good luck with Pew-Pew.
About
Mr.
this
Darius.
time... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, this isn't related, so go ahead. You continue.
Mr. Darius.
Yeah.
Your scans I want you to monitor them to see if it is pulling away as I leave from the shuttle. Can you do that?
Is there a way to remotely tap in while I'm still connected, or while we're in the shuttle, to monitor this?
To monitor the sensors on the drilling rig?
Yes.
What if I help with that?
So if you guys go back to the bridge, you could set up basically a remote communications link.
Okay. All right, let's get that set first, and then we can watch.
Okay.
I want to test the theory, and if that's the theory, I'm going to have a lot more questions.
Hopefully not for me, because I know nothing about giant things under the ice.
Nobody does, apparently.
Do you want me to stay, Valley?
Play with your finger. God damn it, I can't do it. Go get. No, I can't even say go get your finger. I feel bad now. I feel bad. No, go ahead and go to Leo to get your modification.
Hot finger.
Whoa.
Yes.
No, I'll save it.
Okay. You save it for later.
I wish I was going to oracle a question here, but I'm not going to do that right now.
But
okay.
Yeah, I'll go in. I'll try to set up the remote link on the bridge through the shuttle.
I'll help him.
Okay.
You know what? I am going to oracle a question.
Okay.
What are... I'm going to be very specific, and I think you know what I mean, but if you don't... You know what I mean, so you can fill in the fucking blanks, okay? Don't fuck me on this, Guido.
We'll figure it out. Go for it.
What are these things attracted to? At least I can get the imagery, so if it's fucking me, I'll be able to see a picture of myself, and I'll know.
The problem is... If I remember correctly, Oracle gives you a picture from your perspective, doesn't it?
You're going to make me do this.
Because if it does, all you're going to see is looking out over the ice.
Not necessarily from my perspective.
Unless he looks down. Then it's his feet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's from my perspective. Let me look around in this Oracle vision. Is it like putting on VR glasses? Can you look around and see? Or is it just a still frame?
Precog gains a progressively greater intuitive understanding of their own future. Each invocation of Oracle requires me. Once triggered, the brief vision related to the question about the future that they're asking. This vision is always from their own personal vantage point and never reveals more than a minute of insight. So the psychic processes it almost instantly as part of the power's use. Not necessarily my own perspective.
Yeah.
This is always from their own personal vantage point. So if it's from my own personal vantage point, it means in relation to, like... Oh, okay, anyway. There's multiple ways to interpret that, but sure.
I'll say this. You see no indication of anyone or any of the equipment in your vision.
So, for example... Oracle can tell a psychic who a crime boss of a slum neighborhood is, for example, but it could give a vision of the psychic caught in the next bloody riot and the gang boss who's directing the myriad thugs. So that's what it means by your own vantage point. Not necessarily from your point of view as in that, like looking up, but in retrospect to how it affects me. that make sense?
God,
So, like, it could place you into a situation where you would next meet up with the subject or be involved with what you're
Right.
asking about, whether it be sometime in the future,
Okay.
sometime in the past, something like
Okay.
that.
Not necessarily my point of view. Right.
So
That is one way
I
to do
am
it.
going to give player knowledge, not character knowledge in this. The graboid creature feeds on basically other metallic and inorganic stuff that's in the ground.
Uh-huh.
There's no way that you would ever have a perspective to see that.
Okay.
Because you're never going to be that far underground.
Unless I drill.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
you
I
could
mean,
do
if
your
it
pressure
does
suit
that-
thing
if
to
it does
survive
that,
the.
Well, it could. So, player-wise, if they feed on this stuff,
if they feed on metallic
But what
on the
is-
ground, then there would be fucking while they're feeding and these things are mining it, there would be more than the occasional fucking.
So
inorganic stuff. So
Especially
I
with
would
the
think
amount-
maybe they would be like, if the drill goes down, maybe they're like coming up to bite on the rig unit, something like that. So that would imply that they're more. They would be something like that, like inorganic material. They're attracted to that, maybe vibration too, but mostly the inorganic material. And I'm not sure how that would get portrayed in an in-character method.
because they're
Just
not
that way.
they're not attracted to the drill. They're not attracted to the drilling rig. They're not attracted to any kind of human presence.
I'll rephrase the question.
Okay.
You know what? We'll just negate the oracle completely. We'll
Okay.
move on. We'll
Okay.
negate it.
If you think of another way of asking the question, feel free.
Right. At this point, it's just going down a hole it doesn't need to go down to. It's wasting too much time. Moving on.
Darius, your pad pings.
Oh,
Do you know why your pad is pinging at you?
I'm going to guess it was probably the download that I got
Download.
from
No.
Leo.
No.
Okay, that's what would come to mind.
No. I'm not gonna.
Oh, the other thing. Okay.
Yeah, the other thing you set up.
Hey, Valley, somebody's trying to get on the ship.
I go get on the shuttle. I do what you got to do, and we go back to the ship. Take me back to the ship.
Okay, so it sounds like at this point we're splitting the party.
If they're all on the shuttle, I'm getting on the shuttle.
Okay, hold on.
We can take the shuttle. No, just not a split party. All of them are going to the shuttle, right? So if I'm going to the shuttle with them, we're all going to be okay. Two are on the shuttle. Tavares was going. I told him to go to the shuttle. He was asking Oracle and headed there.
So Darius and Sue were headed back to the bridge to set up the the link with the sensor system. Valley and Tavor were on the bridge. You guys have just
That's all right.
Right. So
well, I didn't realize you had to go all the way back in to set up a fucking link. So that was
I had to do it from the central console.
I've set up remote work fucking for the past 2 weeks, and not one time did I have to go on site. So I'm just saying,
these are crappy rigs.
It is the future. It is the future. You are a tech wizard, but I will let you handle that. I gotta install this fucking little fucking RATS device so I can use the webcam.
About how long will it take me to set that up?
The remote link.
And I am helping with that.
Okay. Sue, give me a fix roll. Okay. And Darius, give me a fix roll. You guys have it set up in 20 minutes.
Okay. All right, we got this remote thing set up. I'm on my way back to the shuttle. Are we heading straight to the shuttle, or are we doing something else? Or straight to the ship, or are we doing something else? I don't know who's getting in. I just know somebody is trying to get in.
Yeah, I mean, it would be prudent to go figure out what that is. So let's just go do a flyby.
Alrighty.
All right. So you guys are all getting on the shuttle. Are you having Severus do anything with the drilling in the meantime?
Do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
You want him to try and drill?
He can do whatever he wants to do. So if he wants to drill and get it blown up, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but I don't understand why we ran into fucking numerous number of graboids when fucking it's not a historical thing that these things would eat shit and be like it occasionally happens. Yet we ran into fucking so many. So fuck it, I don't even care right now. If it blows up, it's fucking loss of investment, and I'll just fucking write the shit off and then fly the ship into the sun.
If if something happens and you guys manage to get out, I would try to get any information from this event and bring it back, because that could be useful and be monetarily valuable to the other companies. So you would have a path ahead there. But I would prepare first before drilling personally.
Well, he's going to take direction from you, Valley. If you're okay with him trying to drill after you leave, he's going to go ahead and do it, because he still needs to.
Yeah, I still need to get chromium, and it's fucking the way Valley feels with everything else, dude. It's a fucking. I just lost a shit ton of money, so I don't give a fuck right now. So do whatever. I don't even care.
Okay.
Because it makes no. To the player, it makes no sense for the history from what it was asked to the character. It wouldn't make any sense on having fucking these things everywhere if it's not a common occurrence. So he's just gonna say fuck it and leave to go check out fucking something else of importance. Somebody's trying to steal my ship. Now I gotta go murder people. So I'm about to go murder Hobo because I'm angry.
All right.
He's be punching through people's faces in no time.
We like old times.
Okay, so you guys get on the shuttle and head back to the dock. Severus is going to set up the drilling rig and start to drill. Darius, you're watching the sensor array, and the organic keeps moving, and a few minutes later the drilling rig, the targeting is going to successfully coincide with the inorganic corium, and Valley, you're going to get a transmission from Severus. Looks like everything is working. And I don't know what the problem was beforehand, but we hit the target. So
okay, get your 10 tons a week and whatever you can manage, and then stock up the ship with Pilot Bob, so that way we can fucking continue funding. I gotta go find out what's wrong with my ship.
all right.
I'm gonna lean over to Valley and be like, hey, just have them look out for it. At least take it into account, because there's something moving under there.
Something tells me we're all going to find out soon enough anyway, if it's the case.
Holla.
All right, so you guys are on the shuttle, headed back to the dock.
Quick question: is this his shuttle, or is this Valley's shuttle?
This is fucking shuttle of the fucking Severus.
This is basically
The escape pod on the fucking.
it's
They weren't gonna make it out anyways. We took their shuttle.
It's a service provided by the dock to
Okay.
the drilling rigs.
Because if it was
It's a taxi.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was services, when the blip goes away and I don't get any signal anymore, I'm gonna put this in the cargo bay.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. No. It's basically a taxi service from the dock. So.
Okay.
I'm suddenly picturing the taxi driver from Total Recall.
You're in a Johnny cab.
Yeah, Johnny Cab. There we go.
We're in a Johnny cab. Where would you like to go today?
So anyway, you guys are on the shuttle, headed back to the dock. Do you have a plan?
Vor has no plan because the Vor thinks he's borderline fucking delusional with everything he's encountered thus far. So he's just like, you know what? Let's just go with the flow and do whatever missions we need to get done because he doesn't even know what's real and what's not anymore. He lost his fucking mind.
Darius is keeping an eye on the sensor sweeps and stuff, but he's making sure his laser pistol's ready and then kind of tucking his monoblade into his hand.
Okay.
And Sue is researching various types of martial arts. She's wanted to learn martial arts just to defend herself. And
I know.
You fucking Alita Battle Angel? What the fuck is this shit?
She's a 16-year-old girl. Of course she's going to want to have some kind of self-defense.
I want to learn Kung Fu, Valley. Well,
I don't think she has a concept of self-defense.
Permission.
I know Kung Fu. Show me. This is a training program.
Thinking
That's air you're
Taekwondo.
breathing. Sorry. All right, man. Did these people get inside the ship? Fucking Darius. Or are they just punching in random codes?
What would I get from... I know that they're at least trying to access it. Have they actually accessed the ship?
Okay. Here's how do I want to do that?
Or is it some sort of override for the airlock and ship? I believe I had like a 12 on that one.
Yep. Okay. So your link with the ship is going to tell you that they try the code that was entered was Snake's access code.
I think it was at least Snake's access code that tried to get on the ship. I don't know him that well, so maybe you want to reach out to him, see what's up.
Snake.
No answer.
Snake. Snake! Sorry, I wanted to do that. No, fuck it.
I'm going to assume that it was not him then. So somebody got a hold of his data slab, or he gave it to them.
Is the Pew-Pew Anonymous Starship version?
I don't see any other ways of getting that.
So we have Drive 2, Atmospheric, Ship's Locker, Tinker's Workshop, Small Extended Med Bay. Point defense lasers. Can we activate them from his data pad?
Give me a...
You know what? Sue, I would like for you to connect to the ship using your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, use your Wi-Fi, your quantum web. Connect to the ship Activate the point defense lasers in the cameras and point them sons of bitches at whoever's standing outside the ship.
Do I need to do a split focus on that at all, or is it like multiple things that I'm going to be doing, or is it all just one?
One. You're like connected to the ship. Once you're connected to the ship, you don't have to reconnect to the ship. So you're not doing.
You're basically setting the target point to the door.
Basically, fucking utilizing the access code to access to the fucking ship, fucking to connect to the thing, fucking because it's set up on the APU. It's probably what the ship is running on there in order to keep fucking AC and everything else running.
In the meantime, I'm going to sync up both Valley and Tavor's data slabs to the new
I don't have a data
access code. Or
I need the codes too, because you never
you were there with me.
I was in another room, I think, when you were doing that.
I thought you were standing like over my shoulder when I did that bit, because it was right before we left the ship to come and get to get onto the rig.
Yeah, I just thought I was still in Brian's room when you went off to the.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll sync up Sue as well.
Okay.
That's not a big deal. Everybody will be updated.
So do a program roll, Guido.
Point defense lasers. Too small to damage ships. These point defense lasers can detonate or melt incoming munitions, improving the ship's defenses against torpedoes, fractal impact charges, and other ammunition-based weapons.
Yep.
And people.
So basically, you just used it. You can't damage the hull of a ship, but nutrition. If there's people out, it's gonna fuck a person up if it can blow up a torpedo. And shoot little things up. I'm trying to get a point across. Please back away from the ship. You have 5 seconds to comply. 5,
Except you don't
2,
have
4,
the
1.
loudspeaker system to message that.
No, but they'll realize real quick when they go.
I want to sample that loudspeaker
What
system.
speaks more? Get the fuck away from me.
We'll have to do that when we get back.
Someone going. If you point a big laser at someone, what's the fucking most common reaction? I'm hoping it's back the fuck up.
Universal
language.
So let me just make sure I've got the sequence of events here. You're on your way back to the dock. You're setting this up and firing.
Nope, no one fired.
Not firing yet.
It's
just keeping it active.
Them at them.
Oh, okay.
Just aiming.
There's no shooting. No one said fire or shoot. I want to activate the point defense lasers where they fucking and then point them at these people so they get my point is across. Back the
he
fuck
thought
up
we were blowing up that spaceport.
yeah, I kind of did.
Oh, the heretics.
You entered the wrong code 5 times. Something's going to happen.
Okay,
so program roll, and then any modifiers on that?
No, because it's going to equal out, so no modifiers.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Okay. So you're connecting to the ship.
She activated the fucking sand thrower.
You're a bit distracted because you're also trying to learn Kung Fu at the same time. So
maybe you should have split focus.
You're fairly certain that you have connected to the system and you can do the targeting.
She fired the atmospheric rockets.
She connected to the discharging of sanitary tanks so So they're just gonna spray him with refuse.
Fill the bag of holding with 100 cubic feet of fecal matter, and then turn it inside out in front of everybody.
Is the sand thrower?
Please don't activate the sand thrower.
It might be, there we go. Projecting a spray of tiny, dense particulate matter, sand throwers are highly effective against lightly armored fighters. So,
Golly, the sand thrower is activated. Not fuck.
So Sue has connected to the ship, and Darius, there have been no additional attempts at codes being entered.
Hey, Valley, they haven't tried again. Do you want to try talking to him again, or?
Let them deal with it.
Because they were using Clank's code. Not Clank, sorry, Snake's code. Ooh, that looks good. They're using Snake's code. How do we want to proceed with this?
Nah, if he didn't answer the first time, he's not going to answer now.
So, do we think he's dead? Do we think he's sided with somebody else? Has he sided with the people that were looking for Brian? You know, Brian's missing and Snake's missing. We know why Brian left.
Well, maybe he lost his radio. We'll figure it out when we get there.
I would think he'd be dead if he lost his radio.
I mean, Snake.
Yeah.
Snake.
Okay.
Snake!
How long are we on
She's
the
got
ship
the left
for?
blinker on the ship. Blink, 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 blink.
It's the eventual left. It takes about half an hour to get back to the dock. So you guys, you're on the shuttle, you're approaching the dock. Are you doing anything?
Is there more than one way into the specific dock area? Our slip? Or is it just open? Is it Mos Eisley type deal where there's secured bays where we come into, or is it like open dock area and people pull up and then like a boat club or whatever?
Think more like a yacht club.
Okay.
Pilot Bob?
We want to try to pull up kind of above the ship and hop out.
If we're on a shuttle, somebody else is driving, so I guess he's got a designated drop-off point at the docks.
Yeah. Okay. I'll follow your lead.
All right. So you're just having him go to his standard landing spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Shuttle lands, door opens. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks. Cool. All right. I think we should spread out and fucking approach the ship from different angles, not actually walk up to it, but to walk around and observe like we're moving to somewhere else and fucking, see who's at our fucking ship.
All right. So you're spreading out.
I'm not that sneaky, so I'll hang back and try to get a line of sight of like where our slip is, but I'll do it from a little bit of a distance.
Or like an exterior bar near the shuttle or this docking station somewhere or anything of that nature.
A bar? Like drinking bar?
Yeah, like okay, people dock and they roll up to like whatever the fuck it is, maybe like a noodle stand or some shit like that. Think Blade Runner.
Yeah, I get what you're going for there.
98% chance that that's a yes, or it's 98% chance that that's a no.
I'll give you the benefit on it. Sure.
That's where I want to go and sit, grab a drink, and watch the ship, or try to get a vantage point in the ship.
Okay.
In relation to where the fuck I'm at.
Okay. Are you approaching? What kind of thing is it? I'm going to use the picture combination of the Blade Runner and the noodle bar from Fifth Element.
You mean the drive-up cab?
Yeah. So it's, or
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. It's like a food truck, but more open air. So it can move between the docks for additional profit, instead of being static. Anyway,
it's a futuristic food truck. Okay.
Yeah. So you're approaching this thing. Are you trying to be stealthy in your approach, or are you just nonchalant?
Nope. Yep. All clandestine as fuck.
Okay. Right. What's everyone else doing? Darius, you said you were hanging back to try and get a vantage point.
Yeah, just trying to lay eyes so I can see what's going on closer to the ship.
Okay. What's Sue doing?
Are there any young men around?
That's an interesting question.
I mean, there are dozens of people coming and going from different docks.
Okay, well, Sue approaches one of them and asks them to walk her to her ship. She doesn't feel safe or whatever. She wants a cover. She doesn't have any weapons or any means of defending herself, so.
Okay, so you're getting someone to accompany you to your ship.
Yes, looking like a couple or some big, strong person that can also, like I said, provide cover that...
Give me a talk roll.
Should we talk or connect? I was thinking connect on that one.
Great. Sue's going to get abducted.
Sue's going to get manhandled.
Yeah, you can use connect. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
16-year-old girls can sure convince the boys to help them.
All right. You find a middle-aged gentleman. There's no young kids that are working on the dock.
Hey, Guido, I'm about to crash your party here.
Oh. What are you doing?
It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, you need to check out?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a couple of minutes left?
5.
Okay. We'll try and wrap it up here. Okay. Yeah, there's no young kids working on the dock, but there's plenty of middle-aged guys who are absolutely willing to help you. You start making your way over to the ship with your escort. Valley, what's your plan?
Walk past the ship and see who's under it.
Just walk past it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're approaching, and Tavor, you're watching from the food shop, Darius overseeing, and Sue, you're approaching with your escort. You see the ship has about 10 guys, all in police uniforms, posted around the ship.
Is the Sandthrower armed?
No, but there are the point defense lasers, which are basically doing this.
See, can I see the police gear from where I'm at?
You can tell that they are, they have the police logo. So yes.
I am going to see if I can look up or delve into any reports about Brian or Snake. Yeah, Snake. I don't think I know his actual name. I think I just know him as Snake, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
I'm gonna tap into Valley. I'm like, does Snake go by any other names?
Would I know it? Yes or no?
I would say from the time that you guys have spent together.
I did put his name on the charter.
Yes. Yes, you did. So absolutely you would know.
Linwood Breton.
Okay, I'm going to use that parameter as well to aid my search.
You get... Actually, go ahead and give me a fix for hacking, or are you just looking at public information?
I'm looking for public information at first.
Don't worry about it then.
Okay.
So you get a readout of basically a wanted poster for Brian and a wanted poster for Linwood.
Okay. I'm going to... It's the long one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to add Sue, Valley, and Tavor to this as well.
You get no results for Sue, no results for Valley. Tavor has the same wanted poster.
Okay, Valley, we got some wanted posters for Brian Clank and Tavor. Or sorry, Brian Snake and Tavor. These are pretty long, pretty intense charges that are on this. I'd like to look closer at the charges and the locations if they're related to.
Okay. You will absolutely get more information.
Okay.
However, because Tavor has to leave